Good evening, everybody. Good evening from where you are actually hearing me from. I actually need to say thank you so much for your time. I need to appreciate for your time and your sincere. Uh, my topic for today is actually I'm only going to highlight and some tips to seek as a man and a woman. Okay. It has actually come to my concern that in this time nowadays, we have been experiencing a lot of breakups and divorces in so many marriages. And then this channel, most of the time, I usually post about things, okay, the tested knowledge, the tested truth that I believe in, and I always make sure that I share every positive thought I know and I trust that can help a certain soul there, just to make sure that breakups and divorce is reduced. Okay, that's the purpose for this channel. Where I only talk about marriages and relationship, just to make sure that breakups and divorces in so many homes, countries, societies are actually reduced. Okay, so I mostly share about tips. Okay, to make sure that you have a healthy relationship. Tips just to make sure that you have a healthy marriage. Tips that will bring both relationship and marriages a positively outcome in everything that we do. Okay, if you are watching this channel, it might have been this time that you have been going through, and things hasn't been that easy for you. You have been going ups and downs. Sometimes you might know something about marriage, you might know something about your relationship, but there's just okay, this time maybe things doesn't just work accordingly. I need to appreciate for you reaching to this channel, because today I'm actually going to discuss some points, okay, that I actually believe in. This definitely works to every man who is in marriage, to every woman who is in marriage, to every both man and woman who are also in marriage or in relationships or whatever the situation. Okay, I need to also thank you so much, and I really appreciate so much for tuning in to this channel. Okay, this channel I mostly post about relationship and marriage issue. Okay, there might be some certain things which you might know, I might know also, I might not know also. I might learn from you. I might also give you some fact, okay, which definitely can bring a marriage and also relationship positively and avoid breakups and divorce. If you are okay, secret tips to a help happy family or to a happy home as a man and a woman. That's our topic for today. Okay, without much wasting of the time, because I have about tips which I'm actually about to share, uh, just to make sure that we have a happy home and also family. Okay, tip number one: we need to understand who is a woman, okay, and who is a man in relationship. What laws a woman plays in relationship, what laws a man plays in relationship. Okay, for us, before talking about the secret tips to a happy home as a man and a woman, we need to understand what we function in relationship and in marriages. Okay, as a man, it also one of our responsibility in relationship and also in marriage to make sure that orderness, uh, orderness is actually in a relationship and marriage. It also our responsibility to make sure that we love our woman, okay? Which is different from the woman. Women they also love, but their main duty in relationship and marriages is just to submit to whatever the man you are building together with a woman. Okay, so different perspective. It can also help us to grow and make sure that we have a peaceful relationship and also peaceful marriage. Okay, so number one tip is about having uh, number one tip is about having a good attention for one another. You understand? There are sometimes most men, most youths these days, mostly they go into relationship just because they just want to hang out with somebody. But in this channel, we mostly advise men and women, more especially when it comes to relationship, to take it seriously and also get committed to it because from in a relationship, we to be having a successful marriage. Okay, so number one point is we always advise people to be making sure that they have good intention when you are looking for a woman. Okay, you have a good intention not just to hang around with a person just because she's looking great, just because she's looking attractive, you just hang out with her. But it's very important to make sure that um, as you love the person, as the woman is very attracted to you, it's also important you have a good intention with her. Make sure that even the time that you'll be together, you make sure that you learn from one another. Okay, you give her guidelines. You help her to be guided. There are sometimes maybe a woman is lacking some teachings. Okay, some wisdom teaching as a man being older in most cases in relationship and marriages, being older, you might have that access to get some other information which she doesn't know. So it's very important to have a good intention, not just to hang around with a person, but to make sure that you have a good intention to marry her, you have a good intention to support her. Okay, the problem is that most of our men these days, they most uh, look for women just to use, just to have sex with. That's the bad motive, and most of the time, such kind of characters and attitude definitely aren't good and doesn't take us positive. In this channel, we mostly guide and also make sure that we come as a man with good intention to women. At the end of the day, as thing goes well with you, definitely good things and some other stuff will come to your way, and also you'll be in good marriage as well. Okay, in this channel it's very wrong whereby we say you have a negative intention, maybe you just want to use her, which is very wrong. A woman is a person that should take time with and also have an access to learn with her. At the end of the day, you'll be in marriage together positively. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new, kindly subscribe to the channel if possible. Our topic for today is secret tips to a happy home and marriage. Okay, if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe, like the video as well, and also comment if you might have any question and suggestion. Okay, feel free. We are family. We need to tackle question from one question to another. Okay, hi Mr. Robert, thank you so much for your comment. I really appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe and also like the video. I really appreciate and very helpful for the content. Okay, the second thing, as I've just talked about good intention with a woman, and second thing, as a man, we need to provide security. Okay, It might be in relationship. Maybe you are not yet married. It might be in marriage. Okay. There are some situation. Maybe you might find in a situation. Maybe you have friends. Maybe you have relatives. They might not like your partner. You as a man, it's very important to be very protective and ask always in the wisdom of God, just to make sure that He give you wisdom on how to be tackling issues. Because you might find maybe your sister, maybe your brother, just one of your relative doesn't like your partner. It's not a mandatory thing just because you doesn't love your partner, then you start discriminating your partner. No, there you need to use wisdom and act as a security, act as a shield, as a man, act as a defense to her, and also to build trust in you. Okay, if she's the one maybe on the wrong path, definitely you as a man you need to use wisdom and authority to let everybody understand, and also learn to know each other, and also learn to give room to each other in a certain way that you bring them together, you unite them, so that apart from security, we also talk about communication. Okay, most homes, they like communication. Most homes, the result of their divorces is because of communication. Most relationship, the result of their breakups is because of communication. So it has come to a main key that in some situations like this, we make sure that communication is one of the priorities. Okay, it might be in a certain situation, maybe your friend may want to do a certain business. Okay, your partner may want to invest in some certain business. Definitely, before doing anything, you have to make sure that no, you raise that issue with your partner, so that no, you come up with one thing. Okay, without communication, definitely we are going to have a lot of problems. We have communication, we have a lot of breakups and divorce. So it's very important when you agree upon one thing, then definitely things will definitely work well, and also you make a unity in that union and or relationship. Okay, so communication, there's nothing positive which may actually come without communication. So I definitely emphasize communication to be more frequently, which will help to build a healthy and happy relationship, and also a happy home to the married people. You understand? So communication is very vital to keep a home happy all the time. Communication is a priority. Uh, there might be some certain point of saying that inspiration. Okay, there are some times in life. One thing we need to understand: life it's not just a straight thing. Life is full of ups and downs. There might be some times in life things might be going well for you. There might be some times in life things might not be going well for you, or the side. We need to be expecting and also giving room to our mind that every time things will be happening positively and negatively. And these uh, problems, they are there for us to overcome them and sort them out. Okay, but there are some challenges. Maybe you are going through ups and downs. Your friend, your partner needs to be there to act as an inspiration. Your partner needs to be there to act as a comforter. He needs to encourage you despite the problems. Okay, he needs to be encouraging you so that you come out positively, you bring ideas together, and also you need to motivate. Maybe there could have been this time, maybe you have been doing all these local works. Okay, you have been doing these low class jobs. That doesn't mean that's the end of the world. Okay, that means from the level you are, if you can just plan properly with your partner, if you have a right partner, okay, if you have a supportive partner. From that level where you are, your partner would definitely encourage you to invest. Okay, you need to have a partner who is very encouraging. You need to have a partner who is also giving you an inspiration in a certain way that no matter the challenge, no matter difficult that may come your way, definitely you'll be there in oneness and also encourage and support each other. That these are some of the secret to a happy home. These are the some of the secret which definitely lead people to stop to reduce the percentage of divorce. These are some of the tips which may actually reduce the chances of breakups in relationship. Okay, we need to be acting an inspiration. We need to be acting as a as the comforter when it comes to hard times. Okay, there might be some people this time around. Okay, there might be some people this time around whereby maybe we took it to the side of a man. When a man sometimes get down in life, he needs support. Okay, he needs support. He needs people to encourage him. He needs people to give them ideas. He need an extent of hand help. You understand? But in a certain situation, maybe a partner find himself in a wrong hands, whereby he's not able to find a supportive partner. He's able to, is able to carry the cross on his own. That's not healthy. And definitely, these are actually some of the tips which lead to breakups and divorce. When such kind of things, when such kind of hardship definitely comes in this time. Okay, let me talk of the issue of understanding. Okay, sometimes one thing that we need to understand as women and men, marriages or relationship are not all the time whereby you need a luxury life, where you need something smooth doing your way. But marriages and relationship are for the grown-ups, and most of the times challenges will come into your relationship, challenges will come into your marriage. So, has been a matured. Hi, sir. Hi, Madame Doreen. How are you? How is the evening? Morning. Depend from the country that you're actually chatting me from. Thank you so much. Please give this video a super like, just a thumb up. I really appreciate it. Okay. So it's very important to be understanding and also to be making sure that you are moving in one accord. Okay. Let me talk of the situation. Uh, maybe your partner, maybe you wanted the kind of wife, maybe who would just be who be at home. Thank you so much, Madame Doreen. Who would just be who would just be at home. Okay, that's the partner. That's the kind of a partner that you needed. But there might be this time. Maybe things in life just come so hard with you. Things in life come so difficult with you. Okay, then just your partner comes in with an idea of saying that despite you things being difficult for you, despite our current situation, but I know that no, you insisted me just being a wife at home. Okay, but whereby a woman comes in with a different initiative of like maybe a certain business or getting a job. Okay, these are the some of the areas which I actually needed you to understand that no, it's very important in marriages to be having understanding, because no, there might be some certain situation, maybe you don't agree with what she might be bringing as an idea, but because of the situation, definitely we need to reach a certain point of agreement. Okay, because definitely she doesn't want you to see you being in panicking. Okay, and you definitely don't want to be panicked because of your current situation. Definitely, when kind of situation you come around with such issues, you need also to respect and also observe your partners or your spouse ideas. Okay, if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and like the video. Make sure you give a thumb up to this video. The other thing which I can actually advise, you need to have a best friend. Okay, okay. You need to have a man who is your best friend. Okay, you need to have a man who is your best friend. If it's the woman, you need to have a woman who is your best friend. Someone you can rely on, someone you can trust, someone you are willing to share any information with. Okay, it's very important because when you have your best friend, definitely when you have problems, you'll be able to work as a team in openness. You sort out such kind of teams. Okay, maybe your partner is having a problem, you'll be very much open to follow your partner and also talks about the problem. You understand? So it's very important in this angle to be married to your best friend, to be in a relationship with your best friend, because most of the times you need love, care, and attention. Okay, and these things can only be experienced to someone that you love. These things can only be experienced to someone that you care for. So it's very important not to have or not to be attracted because of some certain assets a person is having. That's the thing that will definitely took you over life. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. If possible, please give a thumb up to the video. Our topic for today, I'm actually explaining about tips, secret tips actually, to a happy home as a man and a woman. Okay, I've talked about inspiration. I've also talked about understanding. The last one, we should you should be thankful. Okay, the other one is actually you should be thankful. You need to be thankful for having your spouse. You need to show appreciation. Okay, you need to confront them. You tell them openly how much they mean to you, how much you have done uh, achievement with them. Okay, there might be some certain situation, maybe you haven't yet achieved a lot of things with a person, maybe with your spouse. Okay, but it's very important. Definitely, physically, they give an impact to our lives. That's the reason why it's very important just to show appreciations to them. Okay, so showing appreciation, it also help them to be encouraged. Okay, showing some appreciation, it also helps them to give them that zeal, and also to know if they are with the wrong partner or with the right partner. Because definitely when you love something and you care about something, you show the appreciation. Okay, you show the careness, you still give the encouragement to that person, though how much you have meant to their life, how much that you have changed to their life, how much that you can do together with your partner. It's very important. That way we'll be finding a lot of relationship not going breakups, a lot of relationship not going into divorce. This is the high time. Most of men sometimes, okay, me, most of the times talks about the truth. It might be women, it might be men, but the fact is sometimes there's this time whereby when a man is being overloaded with a lot of responsibility, it gives a less chance to that relationship to survive. It gives a less chance to that marriage to survive. Okay, that's the reason this time around we need to be working as a team and making sure that we appreciate each other and also we support each other in every situation. Okay, if you're new to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel and also turn the notification bell. Please give a thumb like to the video, and also if possible comment if you have any question. I'll super glad to respond to you. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. Our topic for today is secret tips. Okay, secret tips to a happy home. Oh my God. Okay, so it's very important to show thankfulness and also appreciate your partner, because most of the time things might be going well, things might also turn ups and down. So when things turns ups and down, it's very important to show a hand of support. It's very important to show a hand of encouragement. It's also very important to bring in some other ideas. Okay, as a woman, you play a woman part of being submissive, and also you encourage your partner in difficulties times. Okay, not just being on one side whereby you just need any assets, any wealth in that person. Definitely, such kind of things will slim our chance to have a surviving relationship, and will slim chance for other issues of divorce. Okay, let me talk of other secret tips. You need to be having a good time for one another. You might be busy at work. Okay, you might be busy with your business. You might be a lot of time just with a lot of things to do, but there's just this time which is very important. We need to just have a time, just to chat around with your friend, just to chat around with your family, just to chat around. You bring all those good memories together. We talk one on one things that you have been point. Okay, you need to be having time for one another, more especially if you are a man. Women sometimes needs just a, so it's very important just to isolate at least a bit of your time, so that you are in oneness, and also you make a healthy relationship, and also in marriage. Another point, let me also talk about disagreement. Okay, there might be some certain point, maybe you might have your own view and your partner has a different view. Okay, when you have your own view as a man, and your parent, I mean your partner has a different, it's okay to disagree. It's not something that we must be surprised about, but in that disagreement, in due in short period of time, we need to make sure that we understand, and also we come up with one because definitely we must have a different kind of mindset. Definitely we might have different opinions. Okay, it's these things happen each and every day. It's just the issue of our just to use knowledge, and also just to make sure that we bring in oneness, we understand each other. Okay, so there are sometimes people might be speaking that no, every time when I bring us about some certain issue, every time when I bring about some certain topics, she's always disagree with me. Okay, maybe you always disagree with me. It's okay to disagree, but in due time, try to give reasons why you are agreeing. Try to give reasons why she's disagreeing. At the end of the time, you need to come up with one thing. Okay, sometimes having a happy home is not all about money. Sometimes having a happy home is not all about how wealthy. Okay, what kind of house or what kind of assets that you have. Okay, living a happy home is all about understanding, communication. Okay, caring for one another. Somebody might have money. Okay, somebody might have money, might have wealth, might provide you with anything that you need. But if that person doesn't communicate anything with you, he just comes in, or you demand anything, he give it to you. But when he's not frequently communicating, definitely you are not going to like that kind of a person. Okay, the money won't have a meaning. The kind of lifestyle won't have a meaning as well. Okay, so it's very important to make sure that every aspect you communicate. Okay, in everything that is actually happening, you communicate. Okay, so it's very important to understand that things won't be well with you. Things sometimes will be ups and downs. Okay, somebody might be having a lot of money, but sometimes when it doesn't even trust you, when it doesn't even respect you, that money won't be enjoyed to the other side of the partner. So it's very important, no matter how life simple you might live, it's very important to have respect, trust, and also caring for one another. Okay, it's not all about money, it's not all about prestiges that you have, it's not all about asset. Okay, so it's very important to disagree, but it's very important as well to talk about caring and also communication. When you disagree at a certain point, you need to find ways to communicate. When you are giving reasons to one another, you need also to reason why you have suggested things to be so. Okay, whether a relationship, whether in marriage, we always think the wellness of our partner. How is my friend going to cope with this? Okay, how is my friend going to do with this? So it's very important. Okay, thank you so much. Please give this video a thumper like if possible. I really appreciate that, and it might actually be helpful with our algorithm of the YouTube and some other stuff. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. If you are new to the channel, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Okay, like the video, comment if you have any question. Our topic for today is actually sharing some simple tips, simple tips on how we can have a happy home as a man and a woman. Some simple tips on how we can reduce the issue of breakups and divorce. These are some of the simple tips which I'm actually sharing with you. Okay, so if you are new, please subscribe to the channel, like the video as well. I'll be super glad to see this. If you have any question right about now, please pin in that comment section. You ask anything, then we discussed it as a family. Okay. The other thing, let me talk about trust. Okay, you need to build trust. In most of relationship this time around, they're actually experiencing breakups. In most of relationship this time around, or in marriage, they're actually experiencing divorce. They lack to build trust. Okay, you need to trust one another. There might be this time around, maybe your partner, let me talk it, maybe a woman, or it might be a man in short. Maybe she does a kind of a work, maybe which probably maybe comes late at home. Okay, you need to trust each other, and you also need to have a good intention, because why I've said these 2 points is because maybe when your friends trust you, you need to also have a good intention where you are working from, to make sure that no, you respect yourself. You are When your friend trusts you, you need also to respect yourself, so that you won't do anything silly. You won't do anything that will upset your friend. You just have to make sure that you do the right thing, you do the correct thing, you do the thing that your friend would love you also to do to you. You understand? That's the spirit. That thing would definitely. There seems to have a network problem. Let's hope now this time you can get me. Okay. You need to have a forgiving heart. Okay. Despite the problems, today I'm going to make sure that I highlight these 20 tips, just to that somebody out there has a happy home, somebody out there has a happy lifestyle. You need to have a forgiving heart. You need to have a forgiving heart, Sometimes that marriage that you are in now, sometimes that you are in now, okay, it's not all the time things will be well for you. It's not all the time definitely work positive for you. There will be times things will be going ups and down. You might be wealthy, you might be rich, you might have any assets that you have this time around, but you just have need to have this forgiving heart. Maybe your partner might have wronged you in some way or other. You understand? So in that way, you need to understand that not everything will be good, not everything will be perfect. Okay, when your friend does a certain things, you sit down, you you sit your friends down, you talk about it, you communicate about it. These are some of the points. These are some of the main keys to a safe relationship and marriage. Okay, you talk about it. You talk about it. You also reconcile one another. This way, definitely, things you keep on adding life to your relationship. You keep on adding life to your marriage. Okay, when your friend does a certain things which is wrong, please have have a forgiving heart, and also have make sure that no, you have a peace of mind with the person. Okay, sometimes one thing that we can actually do is just to have a forgiving heart. Okay, you need to have a forgiving heart in whatever the situation. Let me also talk about doing joint account. You need to open a certain joint account. Okay, there might be some certain maybe you're trying to invest in some certain business. In you just building a trust, having a forgiving heart. Definitely, you need to have a joint account. Maybe you might be planning something ahead of your life. Okay, so it's very important to have a joint account. The other thing I could actually love to advise is invest more for success. It's very important in relationship or in marriage, just to make sure that no, you invest more. Okay, there might be these situations, maybe things are actually not working accordingly, but when you invest more, you see life progressing, you see things coming along your way, you see things going well, you see doors are getting opened. Okay, it's very important to have an investment plan. Okay, let me talk about the last one. Is you need to have good intimacy. Actually, let me talk about good intimacy. You have good intimacy for one another. That way definitely will help us to get rid of stress. Definitely that one is going to help you to communicate properly. Okay, that one is actually going to help you communicate properly, and also to make sure that things falls apart properly. You need to be having good intimacy. Most of the times relationship gets break up, marriage get divorced because they lack good intimacy from one another, which is very important as well. Okay, which is very important. These are actually some of the tips for these are actually some of the tips. Hi Mandy, hope you are doing great. Please if possible you can actually tell the country which you're actually calling me from, where you are chatting me from. We give a thumb up to the video if possible. you give a thumb up to the video. It's possible, and it can also help the content with the work of YouTube. Okay, it's very important to have a good intimacy. It's very important, and also to talk about other healthy sake. It's very important. Intimacy usually helps us as also health sake in some way like that, to avoid blood pressure, to avoid short temper and some other stuff. Okay, health wise, it's very important. The other one, let me talk about the other one. Let me talk about to plan for your children. Okay, this one goes to the people who are like married this time around. It's very important to invest for your children. That way, it can actually help you a peaceful home, a happy home as well. You plan for your children. It talks about it. If it's an account that you actually need to open, you open for the account. Okay. Thank you so much for that comment. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much for watching to the video. Thank you so much for your time. Today I actually thought of just doing live like this one, just to share some tips that I know, which I actually believe in. No, these things are actually working out. These are the tips which I need to be shared to the people in relationship. The tip that needs to be shared to the people in marriage. Okay, just to reduce the issue of breakups and divorce. Okay, and I've actually shared about 20 tips if possible. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe to the channel. You like the video, you turn on that notification bell just to make sure that next time I upload content like this one, you'll be first to let it. Okay, thank you so much. Though going live today, it hasn't been easy as a content creator. Then anyway, it's need a huge time. Coming with such kind of information definitely needs a huge time and sacrifice. Needs to a huge time and sacrifice. So like this week, I'll make sure that once in a while we do the upload every day. Okay, in this channel I mostly upload every day. In this channel I mostly upload about content, mainly relationship and marriage issue. Okay, how to be sorting out problems, sorting out challenge when they come your way. This is what this channel is actually all about. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and like the video. Okay, next time I'll definitely upload tomorrow. You'll be the first one to be alerted. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching. Until I see you next time. God.